Hey everybody, it's Darren Housholder. Today I want to teach you how to create your own pentatonic playground. Okay, so a pentatonic is a 5-note scale, whereas a major and minor scale are 7 notes. A pentatonic has a 2-fret and a 3-fret space, but your fingers, instead of just using like 1-3 and 1-4, the patterns are set to play them in a position so that you will use a 2-4 fingering, and when you're later on improvising throughout all of these patterns, you can use whatever fingerings you like, but the patterns that I'm going to show you are in a way that will keep your hand in a position. This is what you learn in music school. The other thing is that in order to learn those 5 notes all over the net, we'll learn a pattern that starts on each one of the notes. So there are 5 patterns. So I've written them out in A minor and in E minor. So in A minor, we're going to practice the first scale starting on the first note, which is A. Okay? The way we're going to practice these scales is use alternate picking and synchronize our picking with our foot tap. Now, if you tap to a metronome, you can really dial in your timing and your accuracy. And so what this means is that when your foot taps down, so does your pick. When your foot lifts up, so does your pick. So you get this. And if you synchronize that to the metronome, that's how you want to practice these scales. So here's the first scale in A minor pentatonic. Now the second scale starts in the second note, which is C. You notice how I started with a 2-4 fingering. It keeps my hand in the position without stretching or moving. The way I would memorize these scales, like the second scale starts with the 2-4, the third scale starts with 2-4, 2-4, 2-4. There's 3 of them, you know. And the fourth scale starts with this 1-4, 1-4, 1-3, 1-3. 1-4, 1-4. And the fifth scale. The fifth scale ends as the first scale begins. So for A minor pentatonic, we have A, C, D, E, G. The first pattern started on A, the second pattern started on C, the third pattern started on D, the fourth pattern started on E, fifth pattern started on G, which is also here. Okay? So by learning those 5 patterns, you then can begin to unlock the whole net. One more key, we're going to go E minor. So the first pattern in E minor is going to start up here in the open position. So rather than use 1-4 like we did here on the 5th fret, this is going to use the open and the 3rd fret. So the beauty, most of us know this scale, right? But the beauty of this is that it puts the E minor pentatonic scale right there with an E chord. Okay, the second pattern, third pattern, fourth pattern. And the cool thing about the fourth pattern, E minor pentatonic right here, right? So here's our E minor chord. And this pattern fits right over top. The fifth pattern. Now you can see as all the patterns end, the next one begins. And it's most evident with the 5th pattern ending because it all ends on that 1 fret. In this case, it's the 12th fret. So there, the first pattern will start all over again. Now, 2 things we want to do in order to be able to move freely and unlock the pentatonic playground. There's 2 ideas. One of them are common fingerings. So you find all the whole steps in all the 3 fret or the minor third. So all the potentially like 1-3 fingerings and then the 1-4 fingerings. And by using those common fingerings, you can work in and out of these patterns and really unlock the neck. The other one is string groups, like the top 2 strings, and etc. So I'm going to show you now is with A minor pentatonic. It's real common, most of us know this, but at the beginning of the 5th pattern, A minor pentatonic, you have this. It brings you into the 1st pattern, into the 2nd pattern, up into the 3rd pattern. Alright, in A minor pentatonic, up here in the 3rd fret, excuse me, the 3rd pattern, in the 4th pattern, up in the 5th pattern. Of course, in the 1st pattern we have 1/4, 2nd pattern, 3rd pattern, 4th pattern. And the second thing I wanted to show you is the string groups. So you take the top 2 strings of the 1st pattern, of the 2nd pattern, of the 3rd pattern, of the 4th pattern, of the 5th pattern, and then up here in the 1st again. So you can take any of these common fingerings and string groups and work your way in and out and unlock the pentatonic playground. So you have the E minor and the A minor pentatonic, and you'll just want to learn the other guitar keys, which are going to be, you want to know E, you want to know A, you want to know D, you want to know F sharp, you want to know B. I'll go more into how to know what key or mode you're playing in, where to use these scales in some of the later lessons. But today you've got 5 patterns to memorize, learn them in position with the right fingerings, and then move yourself up and down horizontally throughout the neck using whatever fingerings you like. I'll see you next time. Thanks.